set, go. Hey. I don't know how many hays I said, but I said a lot of them.
I'm pretty sure we set a record for hays now. What it is it's Savage AF, guys. You know what it is. We're Black Pedro, comedian Shang.
What's going on?
Yeah. You know what it is. Monday through Friday, we are here live on YouTube and Facebook.
Live, all the way live.
Simultaneously.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It basically makes us a global conglomerate.
We are all over the place. But I wanted
Monday
to say,
through Fridays. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, no. I was going to say Monday through Fridays. But this Thursday, we will actually be, and Thursday and Friday, we will be 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Mm-hmm. This Thursday, this Friday. Now you can finish.
We might have to do that tomorrow too. I'm going to talk to you about that, but we'll make an announcement. You know, all kind of schedule changes. That's why it's so important to be logged into the Savage AF YouTube page. Okay, Savage AF World. That's where you can get all the videos archived. When you don't catch us live, Mondays and Fridays, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time usually, and then Tuesday through Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific Time usually. But sometimes it changes, man. Come on,
you know what?
We're still mid-pandemic, there's no post yet, so we're not.
Well, I just found out, and we'll let you know what the deal is when the deal is done. You stop the fight until the fight is done. That was the Untouchables. That was Kevin Costner.
I thought that was going to be a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie for some reason, but
no, that's Kevin Costner, The Untouchables, when he's telling Capone, you're nothing but a punk with a badge. You're nothing but a punk with a badge. He goes, never stop the fight until the fight is done. All right, so that was it. Okay. Thank you. And scene.
You're welcome. That was called Savage AF Theater. Welcome to Savage AF Theater.
Also, somebody said to you, AJ Fit had a little note for you. What was that? Don't forget your IG to give updates on Pedro.
Of course, man. So as we get there, crawling across the screen right now is Savage AF Radio. That's on IG at Savage AF Radio. Make sure you're following at Comedian Shang, at Black Pedro. And then when you can't catch us visually, then you know that we are archived wherever you get your podcasts, iTunes, Slacker, Stitcher, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify.
And I'm going to do the SoundCloud today. Ready?
Go ahead, bro. Get them.
SoundCloud! Ugh.
Fuck yeah! That was like...
SoundCloud! Fuck yeah! Saving the motherfucking world, yeah!
That kind of had a white biker...
That was a biker. I got that on today because I was working out, and
not just like Sons of Anarchy version of
it was
Savage of Anarchy or Sons of Savage. Something just happened right there, but
something savage just happened. And also, you know what else savage happened? Something savagely is going down where you can purchase an album. And it's Black Pedro Begins. Make sure that you check it out. If you get a chance, go to the website. I'm going to put it right here for you. It's very easy. Buy the album, Black Pedro Begins, at theblackpedro.com/shop. Make sure you get your copy for yourself and tell your loved ones too. Sexy Puerto Rican. Okay. Well, yeah. We're gonna talk about that.
So thank you, Sexy Puerto Rican, for coming out last night. It was so good to hang out at Big Shots in Lancaster.
I've done that. That's the one. Yeah.
Got to close out there. So shout out to Josh Higuera and all the guys that performed, Justin Harper, Julio Gonzalez. It was a good show, good crowd.
Was it outside
good
still?
It's still outside, really big outdoor space, like huge.
Yeah.
And a lot of stage to work with. So yeah, it was a great show. Felt good to close out and do some time and stretch my legs. And yeah, the crowd was good. And Sexy Puerto Rican said it was a blast. It was lit. It was definitely a good time. I definitely had a good time. So I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you, Lancaster, and can't wait to get back out there, man. Savage AF, you know what it is, man. As we get back to doing this shit live, you know, you and I, Shane, we're gonna be out more live doing Savage AF shows.
Right.
The clubs in LA are opening up
slowly, baby
bit
steps.
by bit.
Baby steps, baby steps, little baby, and the baby dance, baby shit on itself, baby steps.
Is that from a thing? What is that from?
I don't know what that's from.
Is that just you? Okay,
that was just me.
I was like, wait, is Shane going off or is
no, baby steps, baby. All right, now also what I need y'all to do is make sure that you do me a favor. And if I got to tell you again, I swear to God on everything I love, on anything I love, I swear I'm gonna throw hands. Cause try Jesus, but don't try me. Cause I throw hands now. Boom. Subscribe, motherfuckers. All right, so that was that was a little rough. That was a rough one. And also congratulations to all. We didn't say it before. Congratulations to all the motherfuckers this past Sunday that made Mother's Day what it was.
Mothers that made mothers who they are.
Without you motherfuckers, there would be no Mother's Day.
You know, there would be mothers. Yeah,
right. So
Pamela Knox,
yeah,
I see you in the building. She said LA clubs were closed. I saw plenty of clubs open. No professional LA comedy club was open in 2020 after March, like the second.
No, it was a wrap. So
motherfuckers did rooms, motherfuckers did rooftops. We did some shows together, Shang, right in the city
on a rooftop
for sure. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that did happen, but none of them were technically sanctioned or commissioned by the
they could have easily got shut down.
Well, and most of those shows were like, I mean, that's why we didn't keep doing them, because they just really weren't allowed. But yeah, LA clubs were not open last year, and they are just starting to open up minimally, like on this, you know, really scaled back level. But all that being said, we are Savage AF, and we've been here doing it the whole time, whether it was pandemic or not.
Well, we did it on IG. We did it on.
We've been on internet radio. We've been on IG as a result of the pandemic, and then as a result of account hacking, we switched to this platform here.
And also,
we're here the whole time.
Well, the people that followed us, thank you so much. The people that didn't follow us, you know that no matter how much they wash their ass, they're gonna stink. I just want you to know
that's a real thing.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much they wash their ass; they will smell. So, and for the people that did follow us, you're the best people ever. Y'all are the most beautiful, loving, caring people in the world. And the people that didn't, all of y'all, your moms had relations with the devil.
That would, that's deep. That sounds like season 2 of Lovecraft Country, or
that
or
crazy
or some shit like that. So we're looking forward to that. But speaking of shows and crazy ass shows, we have one ourselves, Shane. So let's do one today. It is May 11th, 2021. I'm gonna be 44 in 15 days, guys. Are y'all ready for that? I am.
Wow. You know what I feel good about? Black Pedro is all grown up.
I'm getting there.
He's almost
got my shit together. We'll see what it is. Speaking of getting your shit together, today's show is gonna end with the SHANGRY, of course. What you really want from a nigga?
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about that.
You gotta do it a little bit more. Hold up, man.
What you
Hold up.
go get it.
I need you to do it. I want you to do it. Like,
what you really want from a nigga?
That was it.
Somebody let me know.
That was it.
My bad. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was
what
trying
you
to
really
stay
want
reserved.
from a nigga. Y'all got to know that song.
I was trying to stay reserved until we got
it
there.
it didn't work.
But
out.
it's all good. It's all good. Black Pedro popping today. It's not just the popping, but we're popping off, and we're gonna talk about that. But before we get into that, gun down. A federal judge has denied the NRA's attempt at a bankruptcy filing. But let's talk about that and the reasons why they were trying to do it. And I know we talked about it in the past, so this is more of an update on the story. But before we get into that, today in the Senate, your boys went back and forth. The majority and the minority leaders. Chuck Schumer is the majority. Mitch McConnell is the minority leader. We had the Turtle and the Torah. Chuck Schumer and Mitch McConnell, kind of verbally went head to head, back and forth in a congressional, in a senatorial way. But it usually doesn't happen like this. But yeah, they kind of went back and forth,
right,
about voting rights here in America. Something that we're still talking about.
And
fucking
right. And Bitch McConnell, seen here. That's Bitch McConnell's a front view, but he kept trying to circle it back to, I don't know, if I didn't win, nobody wins, bitch shit. And that's why he's trying to do it. And where I think that Schumer was more like, really, motherfucker. Really, is that what we're doing?
Motherfucker, say what?
Yeah, it was a little bit extra. But I think that Bitch McConnell, who is one of the strangest looking people I've seen in a long time, and he's an angry snapping turtle. But he does everything to be obstinate of anything that's forward motion. He is an obstructionist on par of the top obstructionists. Like, he goes up to a mountain and reports to the obstructionist Zen gods to get his skills to obstruct anything or to do evil shit.
Right.
Yes. He flat out.
So I don't disagree with that at all.
Wow. Okay.
I do want to get into the details about the debate, or the sort of holdup on this thing in Congress. Is that there is a Senate and a House bill that's trying to be passed, as well as the John Lewis Act, named after the famed civil rights leader John Lewis, who died last year in 2020,
right,
from Georgia. So somebody like Joe Manchin is holding up the whole process in a lot of ways by not endorsing the one bill, but he is pushing for the John Lewis Act, which has died in the Senate. Basically, Mitch McConnell, those guys, refuse to take it up. One thing that the John Lewis Act would do is or one of the many things it would do is create early voting in person in every state across the board, right? Sort of automatic and day of registration. So these really, kind of progressive moves. And when we say progressive, we just mean because it steps away from, this highly racist legacy that America's had towards Black people specifically voting. So it's only progressive in that it makes common sense, but it's going to allow more people to vote early in person, more people to register. And when we say people, for those who oppose any of this, we're talking about eligible voters, right? It's not just like everybody. We're not talking about your baby and your dog and your pet porpoise or whatever weird shit you have in your house, right? We're talking about eligible voters here in America. who will be allowed to vote early, to register day of, and automatically. So, all that being said, you have these two bills that are basically competing against each other, and neither might get passed. And then what the fuck we at?
But I'm gonna tell you right now, between I think Schumer pretty much is putting it out there, making sure that motherfuckers know exactly what the situation is, so the general public, by watching this, can see what exactly the evil snapping turtle is doing. And I think Nancy Pelosi has backed him up. They're both two old people that are still feisty and still like, we're gonna fight him. So I just really do think that if the general public understands what bitch McConnell's doing, I think there'll be a backlash. I mean, yeah. I hope there's a backlash, and if not, I say we just find him and run hands.
Yeah. Another thing that John Lewis Act would do is require the states to offer no excuse absentee voting. So, right. A lot of these things aren't partisan, man. They're just American. They're just democratic.
No, they're not.
A lot of Republicans vote by mail. A lot of old Republicans vote by mail. Like that's how that goes down.
But okay,
so
you know what it's about. You know what it's about.
I know what it's about. We know it's about, shutting down the black vote, and brown people and any other disenfranchised and poor people. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, in Arizona, guess what they said? The governor down there, it was either the governor. Yeah, the governor down there signed into law another thing to restrict voting, and this is the wild shit about it. All right, the lady said, "Well, we're just trying to make it a fair and clean election, and for the right people." And she actually said for the right people to vote. Listen, bitch. Okay. First off, bitch, let's go. Let's start with the word. Listen, bitch. Those would be my first two sentences. What do you mean by the right? That's the same as say when people say you people. It's the same shit to me, you people. And the fact that he's trying to limit it for black and brown people makes my ass itch. I want to physically fight these old people. I'm old. They're old. It'll be a fair fight. I don't know if, some of them same age as me, so we could get it on. Now, I have a very, very, very good feeling that I'm going to win every one of them. Every motherfucker in the Senate, except for that one dude who was a Navy SEAL. I don't know if I can take him. He's 40. But the rest of them, I'll fuck them up. All of them. Everybody in the Senate, including Turtle Man. Turtle Man, I'll punch you right in your turtle fucking head. Yes, I will.
Super Shell. Yeah, there you go, man. So yes, there is a fight over voter rights going on in Congress. It's obvious we need protection, and when I say we, I mean everybody. Republicans are going to try and tell you that they are protecting democracy from, potential fraud, which has never been proven or demonstrated itself as a factor
twice
in any American election. Not even twice. I mean, historically, like in every election, like other than conservative efforts to, what's my word I'm looking for? To exclude, certain populations from the voting process in general, right? But other than that, other than those efforts, there is no fraud in American democratic voting that affects the outcome, other than keeping people from voting. So that's what we're looking at. That's what the fight is about. We'll see where it goes. Right? It ain't over till it's over. Thank you, Lenny Kravitz, for being so deep. And I know he's watching, man, so I appreciate it, brother. But
yeah, we got to make sure that as long as Lenny knows, I feel good about it.
Yeah, man. As we move forward, man, one thing I feel good about here on Savage AF, which is, rare because we're always like pretty angry and upset with the world. But
well, I think there's times where we put stuff in there.
We find joy. We do find joy.
We find joy, and look, we're happy. Woo! Get something.
Although I tend to use lip balm or something so that my lips aren't.
So your lips aren't. Yeah, that's very important. But I think that we're pretty good people.
Yeah,
one thing.
Yeah, I mean, If we're not going to tell ourselves we're good, who will?
Who will?
Gun down. This is one thing I feel good about, and it sounds a little weird, but a federal judge has actually denied the NRA their bankruptcy filing. This is an update. I know we talked about this on the show before in the past, but so the NRA, in an attempt to avoid the Attorney General of New York's office, their filings against that organization, their attempt is to file bankruptcy, leave New York, go someplace else, and then not be subject to those indictments.
Right.
Basically, Letitia James, right? She's a superhero queen.
Yes.
She is the Attorney General of the state of New York, state Attorney General, who is digging the ass of Trump. Trumpty Dumpty, I should say. Sorry for mispronouncing that. Over his tax evasive movements, and manipulation of properties and values in order to evade tax exposure. She's also been all over the NRA for specifically like former president or CEO or whatever he is, Wayne LaPierre.
Wayne LaPierre, yeah, Wayne LaPierre, and also there's
their misuse of funds.
Oh yeah, he was paying for
to buy houses and personal expenses. And
he was going to Bahamas. He was taking trips. He bought houses. He bought hookers. No, he didn't buy hookers. That would be me. That would be me. And but no, the National Rifle Association, or the NRA, which is now the National Runaway Association, because they're trying to run away from the shit. And she's like, no, motherfucker, sit down now, bitch. A queen is talking, bitch, now. So I mean, that's what's happening.
Yeah. Letitia James is, she's been in their ass for a minute, as well as other entities. And today, a federal judge basically denied the NRA. Not basically, absolutely.
There's no basically.
Sorry. Didn't mean to be so casual about it, but they said no, you cannot file for bankruptcy. And the judge, I'm going to paraphrase it, based on my readings, is that the judge saw it for what it was. A filing of bankruptcy in an attempt.
Pedro, you froze. Pedro's froze right now. Don't know what happened. I guess he'll have to jump off and jump back on. But no, we will continue until he jumps back on. But right now, the Attorney General, who I think that she's doing an amazing job, and I like the fact that she dressed crisp.
There was
there you go. You froze.
Everybody did. You froze too. I couldn't tell it. Like I got two circles on my screen, both your screen and mine, and I couldn't tell. Something's
going on with the internet today.
And then it gave me a message that there was a weak internet connection. But sorry. So as we're obviously connected now, I was just going to say that
the Attorney General. You were talking about the Attorney General.
Yeah, Letitia James herself. So they. She's been after both the Trump administration and now the NRA. But this judge basically absolutely stated that you can't file for bankruptcy just to gain court, advantage in court. I'm blanking on the word, sorry, but the judge acknowledged that you are obviously filing for bankruptcy in order to
escape
this charge. Yeah, this charge.
You're not taking accountability for the charge, and by trying to say, hey, we're going to file bankruptcy, you feel like that's a way to skate out, because a lot of giant corporations, a lot of the associations like that, they file bankruptcy, and that way they can skate out of the responsibility of the shit they got to face in court. It ain't working, because she's like, sit down, bitch, sit down. I wish you would. I wish you would, bitch. Okay. And then she pulls out some Vaseline, and the NRA's like, we'll shoot you. We'll shoot you, you black bitch. She's like, I wish you would. I wish you would. Sit down.
All right. So I have the quote here from the Washington Post. Judge Harlan Hale is the judge, and it said the court finds, based on the totality of the circumstances, that the NRA's bankruptcy petition was not filed in good faith, but instead was filed as an effort to gain an unfair, and this is the word I was looking for, litigation advantage in NYAG
it came
enforcement.
to you eventually, yeah.
It didn't even come to me. I just had to read it. But NYAG enforcement action and as an effort to avoid a regulatory scheme. So this is the judge's finding there.
All right, now check this out. Everybody in the feed.
That was a fancy way of saying y'all on some bullshit.
Y'all on that bullshit. And Wayne LaPierre went, you black bitch. Oh, black bitch. But I don't know if y'all know that's how he sounds. I mean, you can't see it, but
I've never heard him speak. But
if you look closely, black people trying to take away my gun. Oh, that's what he sounds like.
There you go. I cannot confirm or deny that.
You can't confirm or deny it, but you
okay. So let's get into the ultimate importance of this, for me at least, is that the New York Attorney General's case against the NRA would result, if victorious, in the dismantling of the organization based on its violations of its tax code status, I believe,
all kind of shit. Basically,
just operational
right,
status,
operational
violations of their operational status. I'll leave it that general.
Put it this way: their status is about to be destatusized and we
don't know that. We don't know that it's about.
We don't know yet, but I see
that would be the most positive path,
the most positive thing
for an outcome.
But Pedro, I'm telling you, she got a strong case, and they're going to be delectified and desanitized and de-rectified and de-liquified.
You're calling it. I don't know that that's going to happen, but what we can say is that that's the path that the New York Attorney General's office is on, and they were backed up by a federal judge with this judgment that, you can't file for bankruptcy just to dip from New York and then refile in another state. Like, that's not how this works, dog. I'm a judge, nigga. I'm neutral in this bitch. I just look at the law.
Yeah. The judge looks like a happy.
In this case, I don't know if it was Obama or Trump or appointed or Eisenhower.
But you know what he looks like? He looks like I follow the law. That's all I do.
Harlan
I don't
Hale?
care about anything else.
That's Judge Harlan Hale?
That's all I do. I'm Harlan, and I follow the law, and that's all that matters. Yes, I look like I stuck my finger up somebody's butt, but that's me.
You know what's wrong with that though is that his name is Harlan Hale, which means that, like, you know how in school when they did attendance they would do your last name first,
right,
and your first name last. So that means at some point somebody probably yelled to him, "Hail Harlan," which sounds like hi.
Sounds bad. But the NRA has been having a whole bunch of financial problems. They actually have lost money compared to the years before when they had special interest groups actually up their asshole. And Republicans were scared of the NRA. They were afraid of the NRA because the NRA was such a strong, fucking amazingly strong lobbyist. And knew that they could chip off anybody with a bunch of money and they would shut the fuck up. So the NRA right now is teeter-tottering, and I'm hoping that she says again, sit down, bitch. Sit down. I wish you would. Point at me again, bitch. See if I don't come off this fucking stage. I just got my hair did.
Listen, Letitia James ain't playing, man. She been on her thing the whole damn time. And getting it in. So, kudos to that sister. She truly, and I don't even think it's that quietly. It's just like with all the shit that is going on, it can't possibly take up, as much focus as it should, right? And I think in a normal America, whatever that might be, quote unquote,
Right.
Stories like this would be the lead each and every night, and we'd be, that would be what the media is latched onto. But you can't, with all the crazy going on, it's hard. This gets buried. But Letitia James has been doing beast mode work, like superhero, like King T'Challa's security squad type. And she should just go ahead and shave her head and throw the spear and kill.
What did they call the Dormanians or whatever?
Yeah, I can't remember the name, but she is that strong of a black woman who is out here really, really doing it in the name of justice and in the name of the law. So,
but she don't play. She don't play.
No. So it's good to see that, and let's continue to follow this fight as well, because ultimately, if Letitia James's office is successful, it will lead to the dismantling, the dissolution of the NRA. And listen, I'm a gun owner. There are other gun owning associations that you can join and affiliate.
Well, we don't need to be part of that one.
But this one in particular, the NRA is the one who will show up and try and sell more guns and bullets and advocate for guns after people have lost their children, after people have lost their parents and their family members at mass shootings. They show up and say, no, guns are the answer. And
that's what they said.
Their thing has been so disrespectful all these years.
They said it in Denver, right after the dude was at Dark Knight shooting. These motherfuckers showed up, like they basically set up a fucking table out front right after the shooting and was like, hey, you want to buy some Glocks? But I think that Letitia's doing damage even on their PR, from a PR standpoint, just in their ass so much. And plus, have you seen the rest of Letitia's staff? Letitia's staff is
no, they're not playing. That's how they're walking the court.
That's how they're walking in the court, geared up.
Around, bro.
They are not playing.
Hey, I respect that. Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever. Yeah,
forever, man. I don't know if we got to this today, but speaking of something that's forever, it's definitely available right now, and for a while. But why wait? Why wait any moment at all to take advantage of this in your life? You should be on Amazon Prime, making sure that you're doing this forever, which is watching SHANGRY every day of your life and making sure you're soaking it up.
Right.
I mean,
right.
Just like, Raw, Delirious, You So Crazy, live on Sunset Strip. I mean, this is one of those like Raw,
Raw. It's Raw for the people that saw
just
it.
Raw comedians, just like Raw comedy, like this is what stand-up comedy was always meant to be. In this, it's like hard hitting, in your face, fast paced. It's not everybody's style, but I'm telling you, Shang represents a beast mode. Shang is SHANGRY, and make sure you get that on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching it. Also, Nicole H, thank you for checking the special out. I appreciate you. Make sure you guys, if you watch it, make sure you rate it and review it. It's very important because it keeps me high in the algorithm, and it also share it because it keeps me high in the algorithm and in the queue. And so far, we're still high in the queue. So we appreciate it. And
ain't nothing wrong with it though.
No.
Shang stay SHANGRY, dog. Yeah, don't ever calm down, dog.
Now, also,
ain't no need. Fuck that therapy.
One other, I know. Fuck the therapy. Another thing I want to let you people know is pertaining to the NRA. Do you understand? After every single mass shooting, before they had gotten to this fucking legal trouble, bullshit, and before they got into the financial trouble they were in, because they had a lot of special interest donors, they have literally showed up. And I'm not exaggerating. You can look it up. At every single mass shooting there was, a representative tried to back it up with, well, what you need is What you need is more guns.
They went Second Amendment on them, but at the morning of the shooting. You know what I mean?
Right. Like, and this is after people are literally laying in the streets bloody. So these motherfuckers have nothing in mind other than making Winchester, which I don't know if you guys are hip to your guns. Winchester's a huge fucking giant gun manufacturer.
A lot of and ammunition. A lot of my and
ammunition. So fuck that. This is what's going on right now. The NRA should hopefully they'll take a L, and I want them to walk into the court, and right when they walk into the court, just smack them really hard. And they go, yeah. I want them to make that noise. Yeah. I want them to get hit like that. Fuck them, okay? Because they didn't give a fuck about the people that were shot and killed. These are, and wait, this is the wild part. There was one situation where it was fucking children. I'm trying to think. Was it Columbine? Pedro?
There was Columbine. That Columbine is like the marker.
Yeah.
I'll never forget it. I did jokes about it, to be honest. It was one of my last routines on my way out of college. But that happened in April of 1999, and I graduated in June of 99, June 1st. Yeah. And man, that was like kind of the first time we saw, because there was video of it too, right? There was like this
right. It was horrible. Video. You got to think this is little kids, so the motherfucker was crazy.
But there was also
a high school in Texas too.
A few, and a few in Florida, like the ones that Marjorie Taylor Greene was harassing.
Oh, that bitch. Oh, that silverback.
Sandy Hook.
Yeah, that albino silverback wide back bitch. Let me tell you something. One, I don't know how, when she drinks coffee, you could just see her Adam's apple moving, and her balls shaking. Oh, this fucking manly.
Breezy JJ says Shady Hook. No, I think it was Sandy Hook actually, but
Sandy Hook. Yeah.
Idea,
but now you got to think about this. This is a company that gives zero fucks about you. They basically give a fuck about everybody that works pertaining to gun lobbyists. So why would you even see them as they said? Well, some people said, well, see them, they're human too. There's a lot of people who own guns and don't believe into the shit they believe in. So Pedro is one of them. Pedro has multiple guns, and Pedro doesn't back a lot of that ideology at all. It's creepy.
I've definitely stated that.
Yeah, that's creepy as fuck.
The guns are too easily accessible in this America,
or people don't know how to learn.
Even well, that's what I'm saying. Like, because even we live in one of the most strict states about acquiring guns and the magazine capacity and things like that, and automatic versus semi. We live in a very strict state about those regulations, and still there was nothing that really, like, if I'm not a healthy minded person, there was nothing to really regulate or judge that. Like, as long as you can check the right boxes and not write smiley cat faces in the signature column instead of your actual name, you should be fine. And they're going to give you guns and let you buy bullets and all of that shit. But it's like, is anybody regulating these people? Is there anybody that's actually making sure these people are okay to have weapons of either micro or macro destruction? You know what I mean? Like small.
Well, you just
sounded
scale. Like you just sounded like Robot Man.
Robot Man? Is that a real?
Yeah,
is that a movie? Is that a show? What is that?
No, I don't know. But
I just a new character.
No. But when you were talking, it was like,
Wait, do you mean to America's ears or actually?
No. You could. That's the way you sounded. People in the feed, they could tell. Now you sound normal. But a Carolina boss. Okay, I wanted to show what Carolina boss has said. I own a couple of guns, but not an NRA member. See, there's people that can own guns and not be part of NRA. I don't know why people think they automatically bet. Okay, their values aren't mentally healthy for what they represent. Thank you. One of them threatened me when we had a different version of the show with a different co-host who didn't fucking work out. The head of the California NRA threatened me on our show, and that's how our numbers grew from one week to the next, because he threatened me flat out.
Yeah, it sounds like maybe there's a different connection problems here. Some people couldn't hear me and understand me. I think some people could, but the point is, suck my asshole. If you couldn't understand what I was saying, guys, okay? It's fucking, you know what we're talking about, guys, okay? You know what this shit is, okay?
What? Just fucking chill, okay?
Just fucking chill the fuck out. The NRA is not cool. They need to show up at these fucking things with their fucking attitudes. And hopefully they'll get disbanded as a result of Letitia
You know what
James.
else? It wasn't cool what they did, showing up at mass shootings the next morning, trying to make sure people buy more guns after people have been killed in movie theaters, at high schools, at preschools. And I'm going to tell you right now, the guy that threatened me from the NRA, since he's not allowed to carry a gun now, that's what I read before. When I see him, throw hands.
Hand slappings. All right. So speaking of mass shootings, the NRA, and things of that nature, I'm gonna hit y'all with a little something like this.
Hey, it's your boy Black Pedro, popping in, hey, with another poppin' to let you know what's poppin'.
Yeah, man. It's your boy Black Pedro with another popping to let you know what's popping, man.
Fucking weird.
Yeah, you're fucked up, man. I got you all laced, guys. All right, here's what it is, man. It's your boy Black Pedro with another popping to let you know what's popping. And it wasn't just popping, but it was popping off this past weekend. It's Tuesday right now, but over the weekend, I believe there were 10 mass shootings across the nation. We had one in Colorado Springs. Gunman opened fire, birthday party, killed 6 people. Philadelphia, Phoenix. I'm looking at CNN.com. Woodland, Maryland, California, Newark, New Jersey, Milwaukee, St. Louis County, Missouri. Yeah, quite a few shootings this weekend. For all those who are just like completely radical 2A, like just guns, everybody, as a gun owner and somebody who takes, like somebody who literally yesterday just signed up for another training class. Shout out Redstone Firearms. That should be the focus. If you're really trying to pass out these guns, then training should be the Second Amendment. Not just ownership of guns, but training behind it. Not just on usage, but on, mental health behind your ownership. Because in all the political things that are going on right now, and all these fights in the Senate and the Congress that we've talked about, or the House, I should say, this story got a little bit buried to me, where it's like there were 10 different like sort of mass shootings. And again, this is according to CNN.com. And they stated that they have a definition of a mass shooting is 3 or more people who are, killed in an incident. So I don't know what you consider mass shooting. 1, 2, 3, 35, 97, 853. I don't know what your idea of mass is, but in a weekend like this, where we have like just so many people getting shot, and it's not even like the main thing right now that we're talking about, right? That's on the news. It's like a secondary thought. We got a problem, man. Like this country has a serious gun problem. But that being said, I think conscious Black people need to own more guns, as I've always said. I had a deep conversation with a brother. Him and his wife and son were actually guests at the show last night, again at Big Shots, older Black couple. And yeah, they, very conscious, very aware, and they go to the range and they get their down, you know what I mean? Like it was good to connect intergenerationally on that level. But yeah, I don't even have my banner up right now, but understand that while I'm popping in, America's popping off with these bullets everywhere. And we've passed out way too many to too many crazy motherfuckers. And that's why I'm going to hold on to my shit until y'all weed them out. That's my Black Pedro popping for today. And
you said till they weed them out.
Till you get rid of them niggas, I'm going to have my shit because that doesn't make sense.
Well, that's a lot. That's a whole lot of shooting and anger. But it's, again, I'm gonna keep it real with you. The majority of the people that are disgruntled, angry about America changing, or they feel like their victimization is just all in their chest cavity cause they bitches, are majority white males. And not all white males. And I'm making sure I'm clear on that. There are Black people too. There's Asian, but the majority of cuckoo cuckoos have been young white males. Okay. Apparently they feel like they're losing their country. And so they feel like they can do nutty buddy shit like that. Nuttery. Yeah. A lot of nuttery shit going on. So I just feel like, wow. I mean, Pedro, I've been shooting with Pedro. Pedro's a responsible gun owner. He's not, again, apparently I have to spend a whole bunch of money to be able to buy a legal gun.
To defend your honor. Allow me to reintroduce myself.
Yeah.
My name is Shang.
Yeah.
I don't like to bang things.
But yeah, I actually tried to, tried to get a legal gun, sent all the paperwork in, and was met with, no.
I like, here my baby daddy, mama daddy in here. She's like, Pedro is not cool with you though. Yeah, so let's not get that. Like, yeah, hey, responsible gun owner. That being said, means I know when to use my shit. So don't just think I'm about some like punk dumb shit. We ain't playing no more.
Right. It's not a game. So yeah, but I mean it's weird. Damn, I didn't know it was 10. That was
over this past weekend there were 10.
I knew it was a lot.
According to CNN's metric of mass shooting, 10 mass shootings. But I think we just need to realize that there's just these shootings every day that occur. And maybe not on this mass level where somebody's running in the grocery store and just shooting people randomly, but there's just a lot of violence. Even niggas on the streets that think they could just settle beef quickly just by shooting at each other. That's you're a sociopath, dog. Like, bro, you can't just bust into a crowd of people on the porch. Like, I get it. There are social and economic conditions that lead people into poverty and back them in the corners like that. But, for every person that chooses to do that in the hood, there are so many people that choose not to. So in terms of gun ownership and your responsibility to not just let off irresponsibly, it happens all over across the board. But yes, these mass shootings are, like you said, Shang, perpetuated a lot by a certain group of individuals, and
we can show them these people.
And we
right here.
need to, that is something that needs to be checked heavily.
Right, the imagery. Okay, the imagery that I'm showing you right now, that is what's happening. And they say, well, we need to, clamp down on these gangs. We need to clamp down on these Black people. But why don't y'all clamp down more on young white males that obviously are dysfunctional and having problems and they can't cope with fucking regular society, or they didn't get the right flavor yogurt or some shit. And then they act super yogurty, like I wanted my rights. And then they feel like they can go shoot a bunch of motherfuckers. So I just, you know, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of giving them a pass. You know, we keep giving them a pass, and I just feel like no more passes. But no, I know I'm going to throw people off with my my SHANGRY.
What's your SHANGRY tonight?
My SHANGRY tonight, but I'll try to make sure I'm clear on it. I'll try to hit y'all clear with it. Here we go. You know what? I know y'all probably, you know, I don't know why I use DMX, but that's how I feel. I feel like, you know, this is a weird way I'm going to, you know, navigate this back to the caucasity of white people wanting us to do everything to change the way we live in this country. The bottom line is, if you have empathy and you're a human being, you need to fucking come with us and fight this fight for equality. White people need to absolutely positively be in the fight. They cannot be on the sidelines. They cannot act like, no, I don't want to be part of it. Yeah, you, Bill, over in the corner, you're part of it too. Let's go. Okay. The bottom line is a lot of white people feel like, well, black people, you need to pull yourself up by your bootstraps and you know this other bullshit. And at the end of the day, we do need them to, you know, step in. But so that's why I said, you know, what you really want from a nigga.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. I mean, rest in peace, DMX. You know how it is. What? Okay. Bottom line is what I'm saying is you want all the other aspects of us. You want to wear dreads like black folks. You want to try to take our ghetto swag.
Grills.
Yeah, you want grills, swag.
Grillionaires.
All the same shit. White women want to, you know, copy black women's asses. They, you know, by the way,
I'm gonna say that looks natural to me.
That's a natural ass.
That's definitely fake ass.
That's fake ass.
Yeah.
That's real ass. But the bottom line is, before you would say to black women, oh, they look nasty. But you look at her butt. Remember
Becky.
I like. Like look at her butt. Oh my God, Becky. Okay, the bottom line is you take our swag, you take everything we do, you try to act like you created it when you didn't create it. You want all of these aspects of blackness, but you don't want to help us fight the fight pertaining to equality for black people. So I'm saying to the white people, what you really want from a nigga, you want us to do everything. Let me know. You want us to do everything, and yet you're a part of the cause of it because of everything you emulate from us, from it down to our swag, our clothes, our vibe, our music, Justin Timberlake, and on and on and on. You want our style, but you don't. Even with comedy, Gary Owens came on BET's Comic View. We give him all his love, and as soon as he got a chance, boom, he was in the mainstream, where a lot of black comics didn't get a chance to be in the mainstream. So what I'm saying to you is, and I want the white people that listen to our show, we need you as allies if you really are about that life of empathy and humanity and equality. That's why. And all you other motherfucking white people that are afraid that we're going to do the same shit to you that you did to us, okay, get your bitch ass out the way. We need the white people that understand we just want fucking equality. That is it, not anything else. And then I don't mind white girls with big asses that are fake, well, you know, I don't mind white girls with big lips where they're taking collagen out of their ass and shot into their lips and make their lips. As long
as the black women with real ones,
as long as the women are getting paid, and the models that you say are not attractive compared to that. Now check this out before we go. If you Google beautiful women, guess what? In fact, everybody in the feed, Google it, and you look at and click images. The majority of the images in their perception is white women. White, blonde women. When you put in handsome, it's mostly white males. This is what Google sends you to. And you know what? A lot of them, they're dressing hip hop. They're dressing just like us. They're banging the music that we have. So I'm saying that if you want to be part of us and you want to be down with us and all that other shit, be down with us when it counts. When it comes to, we need to get, you know, homes and the redistricting that they're doing pertaining to homes. Fight with us pertaining to that. Okay. And I saw a meme that said, Don't move into a black neighborhood and try to gentrify it and then act like you're afraid of black people.
Yeah.
All right. Don't be afraid of us if you want to be part of us. And we've had to deal with you all this time. So I'm going to wrap this up with, we need you as allies, white folks. We need you as fucking allies, but don't, take a co-op and appropriate all our shit without actually helping us, strive for equality. And then if you're so dope and you really think and for all you supremacists out there, why don't you meet us at an equal playing field instead of constantly trying to redistrict, take away our vote, take away when we try to get housing, money, and everything else. Let us be on the same playing field as you, and then I'll have some respect for you. But until then, you could eat a bag of fried dicks. And
I think you've inspired me, Shang, to reappropriate or inappropriate or whatever it is, man. But I think I'm just gonna start acting white, make money off of that, right?
Right.
And then just like take their whole thing and like make it my thing, right?
Well, it doesn't sound good from you. I'm gonna keep it real.
No. Like what I'm saying is just I'll lose all my rhythm, and I'm gonna get a lip reduction, and I'll press my hair out and like slick it down, and wear cardigans and sing doo-wop songs. Yeah, and then like make money doing that. Yeah.
I mean, listen.
Queen Bee says nasal. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, a little bit more nasal.
Sorry.
What I'm trying to say is,
I'm trying to work on the bass in my voice.
But you know what happens?
Once I'm able to get that out,
the problem is
I can make more money.
There's a problem with that, Pedro, and I'm going to explain it to you before we get out of here. Number one,
what do you mean?
What I'm trying to say is, first off,
just say it. Well,
I'm trying to say Jesus H. Christ on a popsicle.
Gee Willikers, Shane,
you stop it?
I mean, my suspenders are unhooked.
Okay, listen. All right, I'm trying to enjoy my potato salad with raisins in it, and you're making me upset. I'm trying to tell you.
Well, you add more carrot shredding.
Okay, I'm trying to make sure the
balance out the sweet with some earthy elements.
Gosh, dough hickey is what Queen Bee said. What I'm trying to tell you is the problem with us doing that is then we lose black people. Black people go, oh, look at this guy acting white. And when a white person acts real black, we embrace him. But when a black person acts real white, black people don't embrace him the same way because they go, look at this Bryant Gumbel. I like s'mores, Queen Bee. Fuck you. Okay, s'mores are tasty and delicious. So
it's an essential, kind of, survival tool to learn how to start a campfire, guys. Come on.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
What's wrong with that? Even in your projects, you can start a campfire.
I mean, come on.
Get one of those oil drum trash cans, and I've seen guys singing around it, living just enough for the city. Hey, I've seen the flicks. I'm there.
I don't have to come over your house and we'll play a few games of hoops. We can do some croquet. What's wrong with that, brother? I just don't understand it. But I'm telling you right now, we'll lose the black audience because they think we're stuck up and you're trying to be bougie. And I just want quality stuff. That's all. I want 300 thread count. That's what I want.
And this is going out to my baby mama, daddy mama, baby, who says my Johnson is just too big. And I just want to squash that right now, ladies. I have a very, very small, medium-sized sort of needle penis. Okay, I'm just average white guy penis size. Okay, there's nothing exceptional going on here. This is slander against my Euro genitalia. Okay, my last name is Hernandez, which is a very European name. Okay,
see, it just
obviously I have white roots. Come on, guys, give me a break. I'm just a guy.
TCA public relations. What I'm trying to say is, but basically what we're trying to say is they can appropriate all of the swag and style and fashion and whatever of black people and become huge stars, huge fucking influencers. But when we do it, it doesn't resonate the same way with black folks. That's number one. Number two is Pedro, no matter how much, I know that once I hang out with Pedro and we're out somewhere and he's having a few drinks, there's a reason they call him Black Pedro. I'm just letting you know. All of that shit will fade away. So
I'm dropping the title. I'm gonna go to Pedro to represent my true color skin.
I
And
think that
just hope that we just hope that we can all get along from there, man.
I was talking to Stacey.
You really inspired me. I'm just gonna appropriate white culture, Shang.
I'm letting you know.
Just run with it, man.
I talked to Stacey Dash last night.
Let America work for me.
Yeah, and me and Stacey were talking, and I said, "Listen, Dashy, that's what I call her, Dashy. We don't want you back. I know you want to come back over, and you were all a Trump supporter and all that, but no, it's not going to happen."
Yeah, no, I'm, that's just what it is. We've had enough of that, Dash. Okay. Yeah, guys, that's what it is. We're sad.
That's enough of that. Yeah, I feel like I just needed it. Now I just feel like I need to go watch Superfly. Yeah, I feel like I need to get my shit back. Goddamn, my swag back. But
Savage. By the way, I was there's some shit on HBO Max I was watching. It's like some black shit. I'm gonna get the title back and then
let me know what it is.
Yeah. But let them know, Shang. I think I can pull it up in the meantime.
You can pull it up. Yo,
it's like if you want to be mad.
No, Savage AF, check this out. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you let everybody know about the channel, which is on YouTube, Savage AF World. Make sure you click the bell. And if you do go to the page, there's something very important because a lot of people forget to click the bell because it gives you announcements because we're going to be changing some of the times around this week because we have different things that's going on. Boom, bam. Subscribe to the channel. Also subscribe to the podcast version of the show, which is on iTunes, Stitcher, Slacker, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Boom. Like and subscribe.
B Pryor, I see you in this bitch, man. It's called Exterminate All the Brutes on HBO Max.
Yeah, I saw the advertisement, a promo for it.
Exterminate All the Brutes. I'm 2 episodes in. Yeah, let's see what it is, y'all. But it's one of them things that exposes America for the thing that it is. So if you want to get into them things, go ahead and watch that thing.
Yes.
Exterminate All the Brutes. Guys, we'll be back here tomorrow. Actually, we might have to. I haven't talked to you about it, Shank. So we'll do an announcement, but because I got my acting class. I'm back in acting class, y'all. I'm a thespian.
Oh.
I'm retraining for the
and
theater.
It's at 6?
It's from 4 to 7 Pacific Standard Time.
All right. Well, I tell you what, we'll work it out for y'all.
If we can do a 3 o'clock show, we might do that. If not, maybe we'll do a later show. Maybe we'll do some quickie Instagram live. I don't know. But that's why you motherfuckers need to be tuned in to all the shits.
Right.
Savage AF Radio.
Right.
At Black Pedro.
Right.
Comedian Shang.
Right.
Savage AF World on YouTube.
Right.
Savage A.F. on Facebook.
Right.
Okay. All of that shit. That's why y'all need, because we don't know what we going to pop in. Ha! Yeah,
there you go.
Got your ass.
All right, so make sure you do this then, everybody. We'll let you know what the deal is with it. But the next 2 days will definitely might be a little bit earlier, a little bit later.
We're going to be here.
But we're going to be here. Savage AF is always here for you like a warm blanket, okay?
That
warm blanket.
Like bourbon.
That smells like bourbon. And Lost Dreams. And also, if you get a chance, why don't you check me out on Comedy Hype on YouTube? I just did an interview for Comedy Hype, which is a black online thing. Just came out yesterday. So far, we hit about 30,000 views so far, so which is pretty impressive for them, at least. They did me dirty on the interview, but they cut off some of the things I said to make it look like I'm having beef with Cat Williams and Dave Chappelle, and I wasn't. So... But watch it for yourself.
Well, let's
watch it for yourself. It's called Comedy Hype. Just put in Cat Williams Shang, and you'll see it. So we will see you then. I need y'all to do me a favor. Make sure that y'all stay close to your loved ones, and I mean real close, because the world is a crazy, crazy place, brother and sisters.
Yes.
Deuces.